Welcome back, Gale Force, and today we'll be talking about Edelgard, one of the three Lord characters from Three Houses, and first, let's talk about her traits. Edelgard joins you from the start of the game, but only remains in your army if she is sided with in Chapter 11. Her growths lean towards strength, magic, dexterity, and charisma, though none of her growths are truly low. Her personal skill, Imperial Lineage, increases her experience gained by 20% and further upgrades after the time skip to grant her 4 points of resistance when she uses the Wait command. Edelgard only barely falls behind Byleth and possibly Euritza in terms of destructive capability on the Crimson Flower route. She may sometimes be too slow to double, but that scarcely matters as she is the only unit capable of using Aimer's combat skill Raging Storm. This skill grants Edelgard's attack an additional 14 might, but also allows her to immediately act again as long as her attack lands. This is exactly as busted as it sounds. While other units will potentially be one-rounding foes, Edelgard will often have the rare distinction of one-hitting them instead. While Edelgard can perform perfectly well in her personal class post-time skip, she can also perform quite well in a number of other classes, the most notable of which is probably Wyvern Lord, offering much higher movement than her personal class while retaining her ability to wield Aimer. Another stranger option is perhaps making Edelgard into a Gremory, as she can perform surprisingly well in this role with an unexpectedly decent magic growth and being able to get black magic critical plus 10 through her budding talent. She will almost certainly want to briefly go into Brigand for Deathblow or Mage for Fiendish Blow depending on which route you go with her. If you don't want to neglect her high strength but still want to make use of her magic potential, Mortal Savant is probably the way to go, but there are very few wrong ways to build Edelgard. In conclusion, Edelgard is an absolutely nutty unit who trivializes her own route. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and click the bell if you'd like to get notified when I post a new video. A special thank you to patrons 60 Sweep and Gorilla Danny for subscribing at the Paladin tier, and I'd really appreciate if you checked out the links in the description if you can. But otherwise, have a great rest of your day.